let's play Matt Rule's comments. Tommi Hill is going to be out the last 2 games. Maybe ready for a bowl game, maybe not. Let's hear Matt Rule, his comments, and what he had to say on the matter.
Yeah, no, Tommy will be out the next 2 games. You know, he's tried to play. It's obviously it's tough for him. He's dealing with a lot, and so I just shut him down. You know, he's been invited to the Senior Bowl. Maybe he'll be ready for bowl practice, but he's out there, but he's playing half speed, 3/4 speed, and so that's led to obviously led to the first touchdown in this game, led to the first touchdown in the Indiana game, led to first touchdown in the Illinois game. So I feel for him. Came to the year with high expectations. You know, had the foot injury, and it's just never quite been the same.
So Matt Rule's going to have his guys back. He's not going to throw them under the bus. He's more willing than ever to say things about players publicly over the past month than he has ever been. Players got to play, and all that stuff I actually think is fair. He's never shied away from saying, hey, we got to do better. Coaches got to do this better. Okay, if you're just saying players need to play and you never address what's going on coaching-wise, I got a problem with it. But he's always started with the coaches, and now he's kind of been more out there with the players. So if you want to take him at face value, this is an injury that he's been dealing with, and it's been slowing him up. The first touchdown of the Illinois game. Illinois was a long time ago. Just FYI, September 19th, if I remember. No. That was pre-Rutgers.
Yeah, so that would have been September 20th, I believe.
20th. Oh, yeah. Well, I had the right. Okay. September 20th. First touchdown the Indiana game, first touchdown the USC game. He didn't stop with why he was going half speed. He proceeded to describe things. There's, to me, a little bit of meaning in that. There's certain guys on the team who have not played as much as other guys who are, and I've had people tell me, the most NFL-ready people at certain positions. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I know information. I've been sitting on it, and I'm tiptoeing, and I'm not going to tiptoe too far. Don't worry. DP, you're good. There is a certain expectation when it comes to level of play and attitude, and Matt Rule is going to hold people accountable to that. If an injury is holding you up, he's going to hold the situation accountable. If it's effort, if it's otherwise, he's going to hold that accountable or the person accountable. He's not going to come out and just blatantly say it at a press conference. Sometimes you can kind of piece things together here and there as to what they may or may not mean. Was that clear as mud, Jake?
Well, he did. He mentioned the foot injury. I do think
going half speed.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't put a guy on the field who can play 100% or who can only play half speed due to an injury.
Yeah, and it's clear as day. I mean, the way he phrased it, maybe I would have refrained from breaking down every play that he's had problem in, because we can all see it. We can see this isn't the same Tommi Hill that put up really good tape against likely the Heisman winner in Travis Hunter, and hasn't been the same since.
So for me, I agree with you. But if a guy can only go half speed, because I know what it's like to be evaluated for an injury to see if you can play. If you're only going half speed, they're not going to put you out there. They put you out there if you can go. But if you're only going half speed, that's an issue. That makes sense? All right.
I see it. I see what you're saying.
Consider the line towed in a not so obvious, in a way too obvious way, however you want to take it. All right. Some depressing stats, and then a little bit of optimism. And then I'll let you enjoy your Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. The last 6 games of Nebraska's football season since 2019. 2019, we went 1-5. 2021, we went 0-6. 2022, we went 1-5. 2023, we went 2-4. Last year, we went 0-4. This year, the last football game we won was pretty much in September, October 5th, Rutgers. Now, you look at the next 2 games. The last time we beat Iowa, I'm sorry, let me take that back. Let me rephrase that. We've beaten Iowa 1 time since Bo Pelini got fired. 1-6 in our last 7 games. 1-9 in our last 10 games versus Wisconsin, and the last time we beat them was 2012, since we joined the Big Ten. All right, now, let me see if I can scroll here. This is via Pick Six Previews on X. Nebraska has officially posted the worst decade of any blue blood program in college football history. 68 losses from 2015 to 2024. The previous worst for a blue blood, the 8 blue bloods are Alabama, Michigan, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Texas, USC. The previous worst was 52 losses, 1991 to 2000, Alabama, and 1995 to 04, Alabama, which was 51 losses. We're at 68. Okay. So, and just for perspective, Luke Fickell and Matt Rule were hired at the same time. Luke Fickell's 12 and 11, Matt Rule's 10 and 12. Okay. Just for perspective. Now, have I thoroughly depressed you over there, Jake?
Yeah, I feel hopeless.
All right. So I said all that to say this. I interviewed Charlie McBride. I said, hey, you got us beat in Wisconsin? He goes, I got us beat in Wisconsin and Iowa. And I about fell out of my chair. I'm like, Charlie, it's me. You don't have to feed me Kool-Aid. He's like, no. He goes, I have us beating Wisconsin and Iowa. I spoke to, I don't think he'd mind if I say his name, Steve Taylor. He said the same thing. And I'm sitting here like, is there loony juice in the water in Lincoln? What is going on? Of course, Charlie's not in Lincoln, but just on Earth, is it loony juice everywhere? Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Wisconsin does not have their starting quarterback. Their quarterback is basically out there because they don't have another guy they can put in because the fans want him benched. He has as many INTs as he does touchdowns. Their best running back is no longer there. He left after the third game of the year. Their offensive coordinator, nobody even knows who it is right now. They're in disarray. You look at Iowa. Their starter is out. They don't even want to play Cade McNamara, and they're probably going to play a walk-on third stringer against us. Does this guarantee victory? Oh, no, it doesn't. But there is a world that is not so far-fetched and is not full of Kool-Aid or loony juice where Nebraska could somewhat realistically be 7-5. And we currently have the 19th ranked recruiting class in the country. Dawson Merritt told me to my face there's 2 more commits that are, and I quote, huge gets that are going to be committing / flipping to Nebraska soon. So there is a world that is not so far-fetched, despite everything I just read, where Nebraska could potentially be 7-5, go into a bowl game with a top 15 recruiting class. Now that I've thoroughly depressed you, there's a little bit of realistic, not guaranteed, but realistic optimism, ladies and gentlemen. You feel better, Jake?
Yeah. We're going 7-5. That's what you said.
And then the Super Bowl. All right.